Here we are again. I went around and really cleaned up every single plant. Kind of got rid of plants that I didn't want anymore or that were just not looking good. Cleared out up top here. There was like a plant hanging here. I wanted to have better visual of outside and then be able to showcase some of these bigger plants down here. This area is a lot more filled in. I moved my alocasias around, not so much like all clustered in here. Now they're just kind of spread about to fill in areas. And then the ones that didn't really have leaves, I have them in my bedroom where once they put leaves on, I'll incorporate them into the living room space. You'll see a lot of wind chimes. I really like wind chimes. I try to get a wind chime every time I go on vacation. There's wind chimes up there. I want to give more detailed look at everything because there is a lot to take in. So this video is just going to be a little bit longer. You'll see I have a lot of these clamp lights. Those are just regular clamp lights with a regular light bulb in them. I like to stick to the warm white temperature because anything brighter, I just don't like that white light look. These lights in here are Barina lights. I like how they can be hooked together. So there's like one hooked down here and then it's hooked, or maybe one's hooked and then plugged in down here over here somewhere. This was full of just trailing plants. I cut them. So it's a little more open. You can see all the plants and their glory. This dragon's tail, I want to show you that. It is all the way up here, going all the way down, and I just keep like making it go back and forth. It just keeps growing. This Monstera albo is stunning. My #1 favorite. If you saw my video yesterday, you know that she is my #1 favorite. That cute little cat burrow's tail as its tail. Tortum is in my top 5. This is an anthurium I recently just potted up. I read that anthuriums don't like to be root bound, so that's like one of the biggest pots I've planted something in. Burl Marks variegated. I love wicker shelves. These are Barina, the Barina Pro lights. They're set on a timer. More clamp lights with regular lights. These lights are shop lights, Lithonia Lighting, I got from Lowe's. I think this one back here is also Lithonia Lighting. So just regular shop lights. I think there's a light down under there as well. That one is just from Amazon. It's not Barina. I don't know what it is. This Brazil has attached to the wall. You can see where it was attached before and like it fell down and it pulled some paint off. Oh well. My curio cabinet here. This was just an ugly brown looking curio cabinet. I sanded it, painted it, polyurethaned it, and then put plants in it. It does not have fans. It does have 2 Barina lights up top. And then I bought like a suction cup shelf in there. It stays really humid. I have it cracked for a little bit of airflow. This Monstera albo is cut from my mother plant that I just showed you. My little corms that I talk about a lot are down there. I love how all this came together. It looks really good. All right, swinging over here. All these floor plants, I kind of kept how they were, where they were. It's not as cluttered as it was before, and I'm really struggling with the whole is less more thing because I really just want to pack it all in. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm gonna do a little closer shot. It's just a regular light with regular light bulbs in it. Look at these alocasia. Big old leaves. Zebrina. I'm not sure what this one is. It has 3 big leaves. 1, 2, where's the other one? Oh, down there. 3. And then I actually picked these up to hold them upright. Ficus, Tinnicky, that might be Ruby, Audrey, the Stromanth, Triostar. There's another Stromanth down there, Polly. That's actually doing really good. Just random stuff. That's an Anthurium Big Red, I believe. Burgundy Ficus Elastica, Altissima Ficus, Peace Lilies, that Scalprum. I have a couple of these left. One of them kind of burned out on me, and I have a different light I want to replace it with. But I think these alocasias will do really good over here with this light overhead. This is another Lithonia Lighting. It's the same as that one up there. This one is also Lithonia Lighting. That one there. And then this is Barina lights down here. Those are Barina lights hooked to these ones down below. And it's the same on the other side over there. Lithonia Lighting, and then the Barina lights are down here and down below. That one up there is also Lithonia Lighting. This is one of my favorite Hoyas here. Retusa, I believe is what it's called, with the dainty leaves. This is one of my few Hoyas that bloom regularly. Coot. I really like how the trailing kind of softens up the edges over here. Fake. I do have some fake plants tucked in there to, you know, soften up those edges of the shelves. And these are just like regular pine boards. I stained and then brackets. This one, so like this one I think is 12 inches deep. I cut this down a little bit to be able to like, I didn't want it sticking out as much. So like 12 inches, this one's probably 6 inches and 6 inches. Trying to get through questions I remember people asking. This is Spanish moss. I don't think it's alive. It's a type of air plant, and I just stopped kind of watering them because I was tired of taking them down because there's so many of them. I don't know where the rest of them are. But I was tired of soaking them, so I just let them kind of die, and they still look good. This is kind of what it looks like right when you walk in. Another big anthurium. I don't know what kind. So this clamp light right here, the other one, I have another one over here and it stopped working. So I have a different light I'm going to put in there. Or I might have one more clamp light I might put there. I don't know. Now I'm going to circle back over here. My propagation station area. And then I did redo up here as well. Biliatai in my top 5. I don't know if I love this area as of yet, because before it was really full up here. And I think I just haven't adjusted to the low growing plants over here. But I do have a lot of pothos. I'm gonna get closer. There's a lot of pothos up there. This is a pickle plant. This little guy back there. This is, where's my pointer? This is Lithonia Lighting, same as all those other ones. And then this is a Barina shop light back there. And then these are the other Barina lights that actually this one can plug into that one. So these are also the Barina lights. I need to go through and get rid of these propagations, and then I want to replace them with a lot of what I already cut in here. I wanted to do a more detailed video of what was going on in here. If you have questions, just let me know. But I just wanted to share my space since working on it and kind of rearranging, and I love it. I feel like the plants can breathe a little bit more because it's not as cluttered. I know to you it probably still looks really cluttered and you might not be able to tell a difference, but I can really tell a difference. It's a big change from what it was, especially this area, and I'm still adjusting to the lack of plants in here. But also I really like being able to see the whole plant. And I think in the long run, it'll be better for the plant to be able to grow and have lighting all the way around, you know? This is kind of what that area looks like when I back up. I also get questions on how do I watch TV? Well, I just sit here and watch TV. I really don't watch too much TV, but like it's not blocked. So there's that. And typically if we do watch TV, it's nighttime, so all the lights are off. So the reflection in here you don't really see. Most of the time I don't watch TV. I watch the plants. Like this is my view. How could you not? The Alocasia Frydek up there, she's stunning. I love it. All right, that's it for now.